Yeah, integration is not an easy task. You can't understate how complicated integrating three banks simultaneously is. Having said that, it's gone, I think, particularly well. Our driving principle was customers shouldn't experience a degradation of service. It should actually be a positive experience for them. They shouldn't have to do big work in order to continue trading with us. So it really was a lot of how we get it right behind the scenes to make sure that the customer really just continues to enjoy good service and then hopefully gets a better service offering through this marriage of three businesses that we've done. Obviously, there's a lot of technical work that happens behind the scenes, and that's certainly not finished yet, but it is really oriented around the customer. Adding to that, we've had also three different, shall we call it, operations functions or teams of people that make this happen in the background, and really making sure that they're integrated seamlessly, that the processes are then married to the work and everyone understands what they have to do is quite important. It's operations comes down to day-to-day tasks to make sure that the customer doesn't notice things happening, but they happen and they happen correctly. And so putting those teams together was also a really important consideration. Lastly, of course, you're looking for ways to optimize, ways to become more efficient, ways to achieve gains out of putting businesses together. So there's already some clear wins where we've identified things that are duplicated. We have similar licensing and we don't need three, we only need one. So there's ways to put those together and achieve some efficiencies, and that work has been progressing well. It is about the customer. It is about trying to envisage what it is that they would need and want, and make sure that particularly the should we call it the admin that they do day to day isn't complicated, that they don't have to do multiple steps or have multiple interactions with us in order to achieve something. It is also about that concept of open banking that I spoke about earlier, and so realizing that in this integration and in the acquisition, we've actually become platform provider to other entities that work through us, and so partners like ShopRite or Lesaka or MTN Mobile Money all processed through us and are partners of ours, and we deliver to those customers with them, making sure that the platform is equally robust for them and that we're ready to embrace these partners and these alliances is really an important principle. So making sure that every customer, regardless of where you're originated from, is treated in the same way, gets the same level of service is key. Of course, there's lots of things, again, in the background that we can do to get better at these things. So we drive automation, particularly process efficiency, making sure that what we do is done as simply as possible and as securely as possible. And then what has been a flavor is making sure that our security, our fraud management, our controls around making sure that our customers are protected is up to scratch and is constantly evolving to make sure that we're keeping up with what needs to be done to make sure our platform is as secure as possible.